Sloth Squad, Sloth Power here, and welcome back to another iceberg video. Today we will be covering the Wilbur Soot Iceberg. This iceberg wasn't made by me, it was made by FNAF Lover MC over on Reddit, so big thank you to them for giving me permission to use their iceberg image. I will link them down in the description. Now if you don't know what an iceberg image is, I'm not explaining it. This is what, the fourth video I've made on an iceberg image? I'm not explaining this anymore. I will link a playlist in the eye if you really do need to see what an iceberg is, because at this point you've been living under a rock if you don't know what one of these things are. Anyway, if you don't know who Wilbur Soot is, Wilbur Soot, or Wilbur as I will be referring to him in this video, is a YouTube and Twitch content creator with around 4 million subscribers as of the time that I am writing this. He makes gaming content and he makes his own original songs. Now, before we get going, I would like to ask you to subscribe. It's free, it means so much to me, and I would love it if my channel could grow. We're so close to 100 subscribers, guys. We are like on the cusp. We can reach it if all of you guys subscribe. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Let's get going. E-Girl Trilogy. So as I said in the intro of this video, Wilbur writes music. His most popular probably being his E-Girl trilogy. I'm in love with an E-Girl, Internet Ruined Me, and the newest one as of writing this, Your New Boyfriend. They have a character in it, which is the main singer, who is supposed to be kind of like a stereotype of those like incel simps on the internet. And it is very fun. It's a great trilogy to listen to. All the songs are catchy and upbeat, and it's funny. These are beautiful songs with their guitar instrumentation and Wilbur's lovely singing voice. And no joke, I listened to Your New Boyfriend for 3 hours on loop when it first dropped on Spotify. Yeah, this is some great songs. I would recommend if you like music and just like catchy music, go listen to these songs. They're up on Spotify.
He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. And even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him, 'cause she moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, your new boyfriend's an asshole. Woo!
The city gave me asthma. So Wilbur may write his fun, memey songs, but he has a more serious side to him too of music that he writes. His album, Your City Gave Me Asthma, is an example of this. This album was written when Wilbur was in a way worse place mentally, and the songs are pretty somber. The album name is in reference to how the air quality is so bad in London that it gave Wilbur asthma of sorts. And the songs talk about things like how he travels around a lot, and how he is hypochondriac, like in the song Saline Solution. The songs are all played on acoustic guitar, and there's 7 songs on the album, those being, in order, Jubilee Line, Saline Solution, Since I Saw Vienna, Losing Face, Your Sister Was Right, Walhalla, and I'm Sorry Boris. My favorite song on the album is probably Since I Saw Vienna. I love the tune Wilbur plays on the guitar. It makes me feel cozy, even if the lyrics are kind of sad. Dream SMP. The Dream SMP is a private, whitelisted roleplay Minecraft server for Dream and his fellow friends and content creators to play on. I made an entire iceberg image. In fact, I made 2 videos on the same iceberg image on the Dream SMP, so feel free to check those out in the iCard after this video. Wilbur Soot is one of the bigger content creators on the SMP, and he plays a pretty big role as his character in the roleplay as the founder of Lemanberg. And he actually wrote the script on the SMP for a while, until November 16th, 2020, when he stepped down to take a break for a bit. And as of March, I believe he is back as one of the writers of the SMP, so that's great. Wilbur is an amazing writer, as we'll come to see in a couple later entries. Hates Anteaters. One time while Phils was streaming Rocket League, Wilbur started posting in his Twitch chat about how much he hated anteaters Phil and Wilbur had a whole back and forth about how they look stupid, and they are stupid, and this whole thing. Wilbur sent Phil a 33-point list.
Phil, have I ever told you how much I hate anteaters?
What? He sent me a text file saying shit fucking animals fuck.txt. I can't, right? I can't fucking deal. They are dickheads. Reason, like, look at this shit.
Missing out on valuable information.
What? That they're dickheads? That is literally. That's all you're fucking saying. They have never experienced love. They actively agree with everything everyone else disagrees with. They are literally anteaters. They can't even fucking speak.
Like, what the fuck? And they look so... Those anteaters look so fucking chuffed with themselves. They look so happy. They look like they were on cloud 9. They were on cloud 9 with their shit diet. And here I was eating stale cheese and hating it. And they were just loving ants. Like, holy shit. What the fuck? What cruel joke was God playing when he decided to create these animals?
You cannot just extinct a species because,
Phil,
I don't like them.
And when Phil wouldn't budge about Wilbur being irrational about his hatred of anteaters, he brought everyone's favorite Minecraft YouTuber, Tommy in it, to back him up. And these two just kept going on about how anteaters sucked.
So we're having an intervention, Phil.
With who?
With Tommy. The worst part is they have 4-inch long claws. They ain't going anywhere. They ain't going anywhere near a butthole.
Trying to get the
They're not
poo
going
out.
anywhere near. They have furry assholes and they are furry assholes.
The tails are ridiculous. Oh, are their tails ridiculous?
Yes.
Oh, yes, they are. He's
creep.
thinking about all of the tragedies of history with those eyes.
He is, and he's enjoying them.
He's enjoying it, isn't he? He's start thinking, yeah, and I hope it happens again. And we'll go.
And I have to say, I kind of agree with Wilbur on this point, because sloth supremacy, baby. Hit me up, Wilbur. I'll support your cause of hating the anteaters. Obsessed with geography. One of Wilbur's big obsessions, interests type thing is geography. You can see this the most probably when he plays the 10-country challenge in GeoGuessr. He's very good at identifying places in the world based on signs and flags and other just geographical things. And he says that geography is literally one of his favorite things. And he calls himself a geography nerd, which that is very cool, coming from somebody who got 3rd place in her school's geography bee. Soot House. This was a channel that Wilbur and his friends made together. There were about 7 of them in total, with guests that would come on every once in a while. They reviewed various images and subreddits on the internet. Wilbur was the editor, and he was like the quiet one in the group. And their channel was started in April of 2017 and went on an indefinite hiatus in July of 2019. Their most well-known and viewed video is the video where they read out Miiverse posts. This channel popularized those reading Reddit post channels that used like the text-to-speech stuff. Soot House, except Soot House has the most interesting ones because unlike the text-to-speech things, they actually have a personality. All of his old skins are Grian recolors. Grian is another Minecraft YouTuber who is known for hermitcraft and his epic building tutorials where he just has the coolest builds ever. His Minecraft skin looks like this. Pretty nice, very cute, and now look at Wilbur's old skins that I got off of NameMC. They are literally just Grian's skin, but recolored with different outfits. He eventually did get his own original skin we all know and love though. Maybe I was boring. This is another album made by Wilbur. These were songs that Wilbur didn't think fit the vibe of Your City Gave Me Asthma, or he didn't like enough to put on Your City Gave Me Asthma. He says that his favorite song from this is what the album was named after, Maybe I Was Boring. They aren't up on Spotify. I believe they are up on SoundCloud though if you want to listen to the little album. I believe there's only like 4 songs, so. Minecraft and Donuts. This was a channel that Wilbur made with a girl named Sophie. The duo would make Minecraft videos on player-created maps. They started posting videos in 2011 and eventually stopped after taking a 2-year break, with Wilbur coming back to say that Sophie would not be in any more videos, and then Wilbur proceeded to privatize all of the videos on the channel. The channel lies dormant to this day.
Hello everyone, this is Will and Sophie.
Hello!
And we are doing...
A Minecraft thing!
Yes, thing.
Thing!
We have
Because we don't know a name!
The Squid Song. So when Wilbur was about 12, he wrote a song about the Minecraft squids. The song was talking about how we should care about the squids, even though they are completely useless mobs. I mean, I've always cared about the squids. I love to bring this song up because it's pretty funny, and Wilbur wrote it when he was 12, so of course they have to bring back Wilbur's past to haunt him.
The squids are completely useless just because them not wolves. Spare a thought for the squids when you build your waterfalls and you drown them, stab them, watch them die. What did they do to you? Spread the message around the world. Squids are people too. Oh yeah, squids are people too.
Wilbur Soot is not his IRL name. So yeah, Wilbur Soot is actually not Wilbur's real name. Wilbur's real name is Will Gold. I believe he doesn't really like people referring to him as his real name because he likes to be known as Wilbur Soot, the internet person, and he likes, you know, just being Wilbur Soot on the camera, and Will Gold to him is like his personal life. So I'm just gonna keep referring to him as Wilbur Soot because, I don't know, boundaries and stuff. But yeah, Wilbur Soot's real name is Will Gold. Secret band. Wilbur has a band that he's a part of. They're making some songs currently with Wilbur as of March 2020. Wilbur has not revealed the name of this band so people don't go out and copyright the name and stuff. He mentioned the band in a recent stream in around, I think, January or February, so that's how we know about it. ARG. So Wilbur Soot ran an ARG, or alternate reality game, back in 2019. He first demanded that he edit a video for fellow YouTuber Jack Sucks at Life. Jack obliged, and at the end of the video, Wilbur talked to the audience, acting all paranoid and stuff. Jack let him edit another video. And when he did, Wilbur snuck in a secret link, beginning the ARG. The ARG currently has never been solved as of March 2020, despite many trying their best to solve it and some people coming up with fake solutions. I'm not gonna go over the whole ARG as there are way better videos on it that'll go way more in depth, so I'll leave a link to a video explaining the ARG in the description. Feel free to solve it if you dare.
And this whole thing can come to a nice clean end with a little bow on the top. It's nice when things end with a bow on the top, isn't it, Jack? It's nice when things end with a bow on the top.
Little Brit of Will. This was a YouTube channel that Wilbur had when he was a teenager. He posted some songs, some short films, and some vlogs. The channel has been inactive for quite a while, and I believe most of the videos are privatized or unlisted, and only 3 videos I saw were still public up on the channel, I'm pretty sure. Has messed up taste buds. So, ever since Wilbur was born, he has had distorted taste buds. So he doesn't really taste things. He actually tastes things, quote-unquote, by feeling their texture. So he bases what foods he likes based on their texture instead of by how they taste. And he's been like this his whole life. And he's mentioned this many times on streams about how, like, he won't taste things, he'll, like, taste the texture or whatever. So yeah. I know I didn't explain that very well. Has aphantasia. Aphantasia is the inability to see objects in your mind's eye. In a Jackbox stream with Tubbo, Rambo, Jack Manifold, and a few others, they were asked to describe a Nehru jacket by the game. If you don't know what one of them is, here's a picture on the screen. Wilbur said that he knew what they were, but he couldn't see them in his brain, and he didn't remember the name for that. So basically, Wilbur confirmed his aphantasia.
Play? What? That's not a question. What's a Nehru jacket? I don't even know what that is.
I just guessed.
No clue.
I know what they are. I just don't.
I don't know what they are.
I don't know what they are.
I can't see things in my head, so I can't fucking describe it.
Oh, I thought I'd give it some generous lapels, but I guess not.
Yeah, I don't have a. What's the thing where you can't see in your brain? I have that.
I just completely guessed.
Foresight? Foresight? Not quite, Tobo.
Snuck out to the Netherlands as a teen. So when Wilbur was a teenager, he snuck out to the Netherlands and I believe stayed there for about 8 months. This inspired him to learn Dutch because he really loves the Netherlands, and you know, when you love a country like that, you want to learn the language of it. So he'll occasionally sometimes speak short little phrases in Dutch, which, and I gotta say, Netherlands is a very pretty country, even though I've never been to Europe in my life. Put his hand through his window. So at some point, Wilbur stuck his hand through his window and people just kinda didn't bat an eye. I actually couldn't find much info on this, but I saw on like Twitter there was like a thread of people being like, it's 5:36 a.m. and there's a video of Wilbur sticking his hand through a window. And yeah, that's all I could find on this, so if you know more, feel free to comment. Wants to run for Prime Minister. So, Wilbur, I guess, once stated in a stream that he wanted to run for the Prime Minister of the UK. This is my best guess because I couldn't actually find the exact stream this was in, and I don't know if this has been proven, but hey, if you guys know, again, comment. Possibly autistic. On the Getting to Know Wilbur Soot video with Hey It's Joe, Wilbur says, when he's talking about his love of geography, that he might be possibly autistic because he loves categorizing things, and he loves spreadsheets, and he loves flags because they have nice colors, and he likes what they represent. So he thinks he might be autistic, and other people think that that's an autism thing. He said that he doesn't have any of the other symptoms, so he's not officially diagnosed.
I'm probably a little bit autistic. Like, deep down, probably somewhere in my brain if you go far enough, because I'm really into categorizing and like putting things. I love spreadsheets. Yeah. I love flags because I like the colors and what they mean and how they play. You know, I like everything being in neat little boxes, and I like borders and stuff. You know, it's stuff like that. So geography was just natural for me. You know.
What is? Go ahead.
Oh no, it's just because I don't have any other symptoms though. It's just I like categorizing.
Stuff. That's it. Categorizing things in general.
Yeah. And loads of people, whenever they hear me, like whenever they see my spreadsheets, because I have spreadsheets where I write about. I have a diary spreadsheet where every day I rate my day from 1 to 6, and I've done that for 3 years, and it's just a huge spreadsheet of numbers for every single day of my life.
That's a little excessive.
Yeah, and people when I tell them that, they think that sounds like you've got autism, and I go, I don't know. I literally show no other symptoms.
Profile picture is of him drunk at a party after his first girlfriend dumped him. So, Wilbur confirmed on Twitter that his profile picture for his YouTube and Twitch, which is this one on screen, was an edited photo of him at a Halloween party when he was drunk 8 hours after his first girlfriend dumped him. And he said it basically like encompassed or described him, sort of. So yeah, that's a pretty cool fact. Licensed pilot. Again, I couldn't find anything about this. I feel like I'm disappointing you guys. Sorry. But I mean, I guess it's not impossible for Wilbur to be a licensed pilot. I mean, you do need to have some training, and you need to at least be 17. But hey, if you guys know any of the stuff that I don't know a thing on, please comment if you do know something. I would love to hear it. Flared average. Flared Average is a YouTube channel which re-uploads videos that Wilbur has unlisted or privatized on his main channel. No one knows who this guy is, but he seems to exist only to re-upload Wilbur's stuff, which is slightly sus. Because Wilbur has not mentioned this channel at all, and this channel just seems to be existing. Has a room in his house called the Doom Shack. One time when Wilbur was discussing his house with one of his friends that was coming over to stay, Wilbur began to describe a room called the Doom Shack, along with the rest of the house. And the way Wilbur describes it's like a freaking horror movie. Here's the clip for context.
Can I describe the Doom Shack to you as while we're here?
Yeah, go on.
So, the Doom Shack, okay, it's in David's room, so you will be in David's room.
It's literally a closet! Oh my god!
Yeah, are you throwing him in a closet?
Yeah, that's another part of the Doom Shack. Nothing can get out.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
The Doom Shack is not only it's what's the word? It's for something where you can't get any signal out of it. It's
a dead zone.
Yeah, it's a dead zone. It's a dead zone.
This sounds more and more like a serial killer's like murder room. I'm just
so it's a dead zone. The door is lockable from the outside, but not the inside. So we can lock it for you if you want. The mattress fits only lengthways. The best thing about it is that I think is that it's mysterious. It's cozy. It's nice and cold in the summer because it doesn't really hold much heat in it. It has the boiler, so you can adjust the heating in the house. I will tell you, the mattress does have just a little blood stain on it.
Oh.
That's not a joke.
Wait.
Do we get a duvet? Do we get some sort of sheet?
Yeah, you get a sheet. You get a sheet. But the mattress itself has a blood stain on it.
All right, if you got a sheet, you're fine.
You've also got a mattress protector.
Oh, wow.
So it's mattress, blood, then mattress protector, then sheet.
Yeah. Pretty creepy. And Wilbur's really good at describing his house. Jeez. Used to run LGBT drag nights at his local bar. So, in Brighton, Wilbur used to host drag nights at his local bar for the LGBTQ+ people in the community. I don't believe he's ever dressed in drag himself, but that's really sweet of Wilbur to do. Wilbur has always been super supportive of the LGBT community, and that's just so sweet of Wilbur. Unused/unfinished ARGs. So we already established on the top layer of the iceberg that Wilbur made an ARG. And I'm sure he has several scrapped ones and ones that are unfinished. I didn't actually find if Wilbur actually had any unfinished or unused ones, but the iceberg says that there are some, so I trust that. And yeah, Wilbur just seems to be the type of person who likes to add a bit of mystery. Did speech therapy because he had a weird accent as a child. So, we all know Wilbur's accent, right? This one.
Okay, yeah, take it from me, Tubbo. once you've done it, once you've done it 100 times, the 101st time is just the same as all the other 100.
It's very pretty. When he was younger, he lived in Suffolk before he moved to Brighton. And then he moved to London for a bit, so his accents got kind of all smashed together and was weird for a time. So he had speech therapy and then ended up with the pretty accent that we have today. Made a short film to talk to his crush. So when Wilbur was in school, he had a crush on a girl. In order to try to ask her out or at least go on a date with her, He told her that he was making a short film and asked if she wanted to be in it. She agreed, and he speed wrote a script the night before, since he actually wasn't planning on making a movie, but he was desperate to film with this girl since he promised that he would make a movie. They filmed the movie with one of his friends and the girl, and after they were finished filming, he asked if she wanted to go out somewhere to eat, and she said that she would ask her boyfriend. And it was at that moment that Wilbur knew he wouldn't get that girl. He didn't have a chance. I don't remember exactly where he mentioned this, I just remember the story. Setting 66. This was one of Wilbur's very first channels that he made with a boy named Ben who lived in Sapphic. This was one of his friends. They did several role-play-like scenarios and even some gaming walkthroughs. This channel has been long abandoned and forgotten about by literally almost everyone. Also plays mandolin. So we all know that Wilbur Soot plays guitar, but he can actually play several other string instruments as well. He can play the guitar, the bass, the lute, baritone ukulele, and the mandolin, which is what this iceberg mentions. This is a picture of a mandolin. Yeah, it's kind of like a guitar, so it makes sense that Wilbur can play something like that, as well as, you know, all the other things I mentioned. Has a US president sweater collection. I mean, I guess this is a thing. I couldn't find anything on it, but Wilbur does like US presidents, and he likes his sweaters, and, I mean, he does have a picture of Boris Johnson in his office. So it could be entirely possible that he has a sweater collection of the US presidents. I'm not doubting it at all. Was temporarily blind in one eye as a child. So I did so much research trying to find any information on this, and nothing. But I mean, I guess Mr. Soot could have been blind in one eye temporarily as a child. It is a thing that can happen, but I haven't heard Wilbur say anything about it from what I've been trying to look for. If anyone does have any information, please, again, comment, let me know. I'm always ready to learn. Good at analyzing accents and can pinpoint people's locations. So this is a party trick that Wilbur really likes to do, where he can identify where people are from somewhat, well, based on their accents. He said that he really enjoys accents almost as much as he enjoys geography. And that seems very cool. I mean, he said he's really good at mostly pinpointing European accents, but he can also do American accents pretty well as well, which is still pretty cool. Just another talent of our boy Wilbur Soot.
I'm so obsessed.
Talk to me about accents.
One of the party tricks I do with one of my friends is he plays me YouTubers, and I have to guess where they're from, judging by their accent.
Yeah.
And I can normally get pretty good. I do pretty well, but like mainly with European accents, I can catch a lot better. But
the promised Communist Manifesto reading stream. So one time, Wilbur asked people to send him their favorite YouTube videos. People sent all kinds of crazy videos, such as testing how predictable you were, and other random memes. Someone sent in the entire audiobook of the Communist Manifesto, and Wilbur realized that since it was kind of in the public domain, or it was publicly available, Wilbur said if the video, the YouTube video got 200,000 likes, he would do a stream where he listens to the entirety of the Communist Manifesto. Well, the video that the current like status is on the video is 415k likes right now. So, where's that stream at, Wilbur? I want to hear your reactions to the Communist Manifesto. Where is it, Mr. Soot? You better hand it up.
A specter is haunting Europe.
Where? Cool. Nice. Tell you what, 200,000 likes and I'll do a stream where I listen to the entirety of the Communist Manifesto.
Cocaine makes you boring. No, this is not a statement that Wilbur has said, I'm pretty sure. But this is an album that Wilbur kind of announced that he was making, and it was under this title. It was confirmed, I believe, in 2019, and so far hasn't been released. According to some sources, Jubilee Line and Saline Solution would be on it, like In Your City Gave Me Asthma, but there would also be several new songs as well. And there still hasn't been any information on it yet, but either way, if it releases, I can guarantee you that it will be in TikTok audios. Lots and lots of TikTok audios. Red SMP Rampa. SMP Rampa was a fanfiction on Wattpad that was a crossover between the franchise Danganronpa, a popular video game / anime murder mystery series where high school students would be trapped in a high school by this black and white bear named Monokuma, and they would be forced to kill each other, and they had to find the killer or they would all be killed. And yeah, I'm sure you've seen it, Pepto-Bismol blood and all that, and I can guarantee you've probably seen this handsome boy.
Hello there, everyone! It's me, Nagito Kamida on the Nintendo DS!
And it was not only a crossover of Danganronpa, but of SMP Live, when SMP Live was still going on. The fanfiction gained lots of attention from the community, and many of the actual content creators reference this fic, such as Slimecicle and Wilbur, referencing their ultimate talents and their execution / death. For some context in the story, Wilbur in the fic was the ultimate musician, and he was the Blackened in the second trial, which is the killer. He killed Slimecicle by knocking him out with a guitar and then freezing him to death in a freezer. And Wilbur was executed by nearly drowning, but then being impaled in the neck by a swordfish. And the mastermind behind the entire thing? Our boy who got cancelled, Call Me Carson. And the fic was eventually taken down because Carson expressed that he was uncomfortable with it in his infamous stream that he did about his stans. And Wilbur referencing it means that he most likely read the fic, which is how he knew about his character.
You won live, so everyone's back in.
Some corn, or we will sacrifice your newborn.
I don't know why, but I really want to beat that guy with a guitar and shove him in a freezer.
See, this is just an editor's note that I forgot to note in the SMP Rampa bit, but SMP Rampa is actually considered lost media, as after Carson's stream where he addressed that he was uncomfy with fan culture like that, the fic actually disappeared without a trace, and the only known remnants left of the fic are some fan art and a thread summing up the events of the fic. It's basically lost media at this point, so yeah, it has a lost media wiki entry. The video where he licked Dan Soothouse's face and called them the first gay couple on YouTube. So, here's the video.
Now remember, my favourite part of VidCon is where Will gets recognised if we don't.
My favourite part was Will licking my face. I like that. It's great that we're the first gay couple on YouTube, ever. Thanks, boyfriend.
No problem.
This was a video from VidCon where I guess all the Soothouse boys met up and Wilbur licked Dan's face and called them the first gay couple on YouTube. Computer on button used to be a fidget spinner. So Wilbur's on button on his own computer used to have a fidget spinner on it, so basically it was like a fidget spinner on button. he punched the fidget spinner bit off of his power button one time, and he mentioned this during the video where he destroyed his old PC after he got a new one. So yeah, this is just a cute little fact. Picture of him spooning ant venom. So, back in 2019, Wilbur posted this picture of him spooning ant venom with the caption, "California Dreamin'." Aw, the two of them look so peaceful in this picture. And it's so pretty too. I don't know the context for this picture, but my guess is both of them were tired from probably a convention or something, and they were just sleeping and cuddling. Oh, and if you don't know who Ant Venom is, how stupid of me, Ant Venom is another Minecraft YouTuber. And yeah, this was just a thing. He once asked someone on Fiverr to write him an NSFW Boris Johnson x Jeremy Corbyn fanfic. So, Wilbur, in a now unlisted video on his channel, paid Fiverr creators to do 50 cents worth of work for various things, and he got a plethora of stuff, such as a radio bumper as a DJ.
You're listening to DJ Wilbur. Wilbur! Also, where's my bedrock? Where's my Dude Meisters? I want Dude Meisters!
To poorly drawn sketches of himself. He asked one person to write him a zombie apocalypse AU ship fic that was very NSFW of Boris Johnson and Jeremy Corbyn. It was very smutty, and Wilbur said that if there were enough likes, he would read it. But obviously it's unlisted, and yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna get Wilbur to read said fanfic. But I mean, he read one line and immediately went, "You ever regret purchasing something? 'Cause I do." And I gotta say, fair enough.
Do you ever regret paying for something online? I fucking do. It's this.
So what have we learned today, everyone? That Wilbur is literally the main character of the Planet Earth anime, and that he is such a sweet person who is actually quite interesting. And that's gonna be all for this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and a comment. Feel free to tell me what I didn't know, or if you know something that I don't, or anything like that. Please feel free to elaborate. I read most of the comments, you guys know this. And can I just say, thank you for all the support on the Bad Boy Halo Iceberg I did. It's been so much fun looking at your comments, reading your comments, and yeah, it always makes me feel cozy when somebody replies to the video, because I like reading your comments and what you all have to say. It's very funny. Anyway, goodbye guys! Peace out!